Hey everyone, we're back. So, um, as you can see, we're back. This is part 3. Um, if you haven't seen part 1 and 2, please go watch them. They're on my channel in the same playlist. Don't forget to subscribe here, follow me on Twitch, and of course, follow me on Patreon if you want to see the uncut adult scenes from the game, because we're cutting those out because YouTube. Anyways, that's it for the intro. Let's get right back into it. If what Neve said is true, and I really am the feared Dark Witch, I can hardly go exploring in Asaf dressed in my typical attire. Everybody would recognize me in an instant and run for the hills. Instant and run for the hills. I want to wear something that will make me blend in. Something that will make me look like a peasant. A commoner. Unfortunately, I don't own any gowns suitable for peasants. All of my clothes are rather expensive and imposing. I spent a lot of money accumulating a wardrobe of rare, expensive pieces, and I was so vain I always wanted to show them off. Left with no alternative, I have to cast a spell on my favorite black gown to make it look more like a peasant's dress. This should be a mere, more than fitting disguise provided magic doesn't wear away, which it won't. A spell like this is child's play for me. After dressing me, Neve pours me a cup of tea and serves me a light, simple breakfast. Fed, groomed, and clothed, I am now ready to take a look around my new surroundings. I wonder what it will be like. Will this Asaf be the same as Asaf Online? Will I be able to see other places I've explored on my computer screen? Aldburg? Hawthorne Market? Roseberry Forest? I can't wait to find out. Are you ready, Neve? I'm, I'm always ready to serve you, my lady. Obeying your orders brings me joy like nothing else. Good girl. I pat Neve indulgently on the head. Neve's short dark hair feels smooth beneath my palm. As I rub, she nuzzles her head against my fingers, then draws back, her pale face flushing. I apologize, my lady, for stepping out of line. It's not my place to seek more affection than you wish to give me. And I really shouldn't accompany you on your travels either. It is my duty to guard your citadel when you are away, is it not? No, it's fine. As a cute girl, your place is by my side. You never know when I might need something. You mean you wish me to accompany you on a trip, my lady? Sorry, that was bad. You mean you wish me to accompany you on a trip, my lady? Of course, I never dream of leaving you all alone in this large castle all by yourself. Though in the past, I did leave Neve to her own devices. In the castle, while I went on adventures, I had no other choice. The game mechanics didn't allow NPCs like Neve to leave my homestead. But it's different now. I'm not bound by the rules of any game. Nobody will bind the great black mage Viola. You're a very pretty girl, Neve. I want to show you off. Oh, you do have a way with words. But, my lady, did you not say you wanted to blend in with your surroundings and appear like a peasant? If you have a maid with you, it should be apparent to any observer that you're more than a mere commoner. Then change it to something different. Ah, I did not think of that. Then I will get dressed this instant. Yes, you do that, and hurry it up, won't you? I will. I want to explore as much of Asap as possible. I wonder what it'll be like. I inhale deeply and stare out of one of the arched windows. I look out over the tops of the trees and the winding rivers that snake through the forests. It's so different from Tokyo, with its high-rise buildings and tall gray skyscrapers. It's like I'm in a whole new world, which I suppose I am. I just need to make the most of it. Wow, this is amazing. I stand in the town plaza and look around. my hands on my hips. There's a fountain in the middle of the plaza, which bubbles with cool, clear water. I can see shops in the distance, with painted exteriors in varying colors. There's a bustling market stall set up by the fountain, with little wooden tables arranged in intervals which are piled high with fruits, fabrics, and ceramics. People wander here and there, but I'm not sure if people is the right word. Creatures? Might be more accurate. Some of these people have horns. Some of them have cat ears. Others have wings. Some of these people look like ordinary humans, while others have heads of beasts. Some are so tiny they come to my waist, and others so large and hulking, at least 2 heads taller than I am. I can't believe it. Is it really the Hawthorne Market? Indeed it is. Neve stands a little closer to me. She gives me a quizzical look. Translation. Why are you why are you so excited, my lady? You've been to this market many, many times before. I know, but I've been to this place more times than I can count in Asif Online, but I've never seen it or heard it or smelled it in quite so much detail. I'm no longer an onlooker staring at a 3D rendition of a fantasy world. I'm really inside that fantasy world. Now I'm an active participant. I can feel the wind running through my hair. I can hear the clinking of coins and the chatter of market goers. I can smell meat buns being baked in little brick ovens. I'm here. I'm really, truly here, and I never realized quite how beautiful this place is before. Beautiful? Sorry. Beautiful? Yes, the sky is bright, clear blue, and there's a warm, gentle breeze. It's a wonderful day, don't you think? I have no issues with the weather, but you've been acting rather curiously all day, milady. Ever since you woke up, in fact. If you want, I could buy some herbs, and I can make you drink to help restore your senses. My senses are perfectly fine, Neve. Are you sure? Quite sure. They've never felt finer. It feels like I've been stumbling around in the darkness for a long time. I didn't know what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go. Every day was the same. It was so monotonous. But now I found a brand new reason to live. I found a reason to be excited about my life again. Hey. Uh, Ow. I stumble backwards a couple of steps and hold my shoulder with my hand. Did somebody just bump into me? It hurts way more than I thought it would. I might be Viola, one of the most feared witches in all of Asaph, but I guess I can still feel pain. I can still get hurt. I'm not invincible. I'm especially vulnerable right now, dressed in the garb of a peasant. Stupid woman, new to this region, I'd wager. Just standing around all wide-eyed like some kind of bloody tourist. Try to be more careful next time, why don't you? Some of us have jobs to do, and we don't appreciate chits like you getting in the way. Oh, I lift my head slowly. I have to. The man talking to me is tall. Scratch that. He's really, really tall. I have to crane my neck just to look into his eyes. His face is peculiar. It's not like any human's face. Though he has a human body, the head resting on his neck is that of a cheetah's. His face is covered in orange and white fur. His eyes are similarly cat-like. They're bright green and lined with an impressive sweep of dark lashes. His muscular biceps bulge like grapefruits. If he wanted to, this man could take me over his knee and snap me in 2 pieces. He's holding a roll of carpet in the crook of his arm. I guess he's on his way to sell it? But I don't have too much time to ponder. He's talking again. Well, what do you have to say? Aren't you going to apologize? Uh... What is it, cat got your tongue, or are you too proud to talk to a half-breed like me? Well, let me get one thing straight, missy. He's stepping towards me. He smells kind of musky. It's not a pleasant aroma, and my arm still hurts. Here in Hawthorne, we don't care much for airs and graces. If you make a mistake, you better fess up to it, and I'm in a foul mood, and you've not made it any better. Say you're sorry, and I might forgive you. I... Hey, Neve steps forward. She's a little taller than I am, but compared to the giant cheetah man, she looks like a tiny pixie. Despite her vast difference in size, however, she doesn't falter. She doesn't look scared at all. How dare you talk to my mistress like that? Right now. How dare you talk to my mistress like that? Mistress, you've got yourself a maid, do you? The man glares at me. Oh, sorry. The man glares at me. Think you're so much better than me, huh? So much for trying to keep incognito. Thanks a lot, Neve. She is better than you. Huge though you are, your brain leaves much to be desired. My mistress is smarter than 15 of you and worth much, much more. You're asking her to apologize? Don't make me laugh. You're the one who should apologize for bumping into her like the brute you are. Now get on your knees and beg for mercy. Huh? The large man The large man flexes his muscles threateningly. Who's gonna make me exactly? You talk big, but you're just a pair of little girls. Why don't you run along to your mothers? We're starting to draw a crowd. People are stopping to point at us. I can hear them whispering. Hey, that's old Blake. I don't know. Is he picking a fight this early in the morning? He's always had such a terrible temper. And he's harassing 2 young girls as well. Just look at the poor dears. They'll never be able to defeat him. You think there's gonna be a fight? That'd be much of a fight. Blake would knock him out in 2 seconds. Maybe one of the girls knows magic. No magic strong enough to defeat those muscles. I want to see him fight. Fight, fight, fight. Fight, fight, fight. If you start chatting like that, things will get out of hand. But it's too late. It's already getting out of hand. How do we attract so much attention so quickly? I suppose the cheetah headed Blake, was it? Must be something of celebrity around here. How peculiar. Though half-breeds are a common race inside of mine, I've never heard of an NPC called Blake before. He really is large though, and he looks very strong. I'm a little worried that Neve, for all her bravado, won't be able to best him. Should I try to intervene before things have turned for the worse? It's that time again. Part A. You stepped out at once, my good sir. Contrary to the cheering and clapping of the crowd around us, Neve sounds incredibly calm, almost eerily so. Unless you know what is good for you. Ha! A wench like you lecturing me, that's a good one. I'll make you sorry, little girl. I was going to let you and your mistress go with a simple apology, but I'm not feeling so generous now. Like this pauses the rolls of carpet and the cobblestones. His nostrils flare and his pupils dilute. I can tell he's itching for a fight. I'm going to send what remains of you back to your mothers in an urn. When Jesus' claws, they protrude from his velveteen paws like knives. Say your prayers, I'm gonna cut your pretty face up like a spirit festival pumpkin. Jesus Christ. He pounces at Neve. Does he mean to knock her over? Neve! I turn to her, ready to help, a dark fire spell already beginning to form on the palm of my right hand, but... Ha! I pause. I stop. Neve manages to jump away from Blake's claws in the very last second. She stands there utterly unscathed and unconcerned, her arms folded across her chest. She smirks. Her face darkens. All of a sudden, the temperature in the village square seemed to drop by 5 degrees. Did you really think I'd let you lay a really think I'd let you lay upon me? You, a great brute who relies on sheer strength? Well, you have strength, I'll grant you that, but there's no finesse to your movements. You have no technique. What? What do you mean, no technique? I've been training my body long before you were born, brat. Don't act so high and mighty just because you got lucky. Blake raised back on his heels. He springs forward yet again, but... How predictable. Eve sidesteps it neatly. Her simple skirt flutters around her legs as she moves. Again! How did you dodge that? It's quite simple, really. You communicate each of your movements well in advance by your posture and your expression. I thought, judging by your previous boasts, you might have one or two tricks up your sleeves, but apparently not. Why you? You've disappointed me. A man like you has no right to breathe the same air as my mistress, let alone look at her, or touch her, or ask for an apology. So goodbye. You can repent on your actions for as long as you want, while you're in your grave. Neve raises her right hand. All of a sudden, a burst of dark energy. Is that magic? It's magic! Sorry, no, it's... Tell me a break. It is magic. She's a mage after all. Blake's body... Blake's body is engulfed by plumes of fire. He goes flying through air. His sheer bulk crashes into a stall, settling fine hand scars, reducing it to splinters. The loud crash fills the air. Dust clouds form about the cobblestone roads. There's a pause, a long silence, and then... Wow, she totally sent Blake flying! I've never seen such a power... No, look. I've never seen such a powerful darkling before. She lacks a... She sure packs a punch for a small girl, doesn't she? My store. Somebody has to pay for my store. Pandemonium breaks out. Okay. That was the first part. Now, do the second part, everybody. Here we go. Cool, we're back. I'm gonna leave that in, because we all make mistakes. This time we're gonna help you. Excuse me, sir? I approached the man with the cheetah's head, trying to keep my voice level. It's not like I'm scared of him or anything. Why should I be scared when I'm the fearsome dark witch? Huh? What is it, pipsqueak? I don't feel very much like the fearsome dark witch right now. I don't want me fighting my battles for you. I'm going to have to order you to stand aside. Huh? Blake raises an eyebrow. You're scared of me. Is that it? Of course not. I try to keep the tremors from my voice. I don't want to disturb the peace, that's all, and I really can't abide you talking to me in such tones. She's my dear friend, and it's my duty to protect her. Lady, what are you doing? I'm trying to help you, Eve. Help me, but Eve's cheeks turned pink. I don't need any help. As your maid, I should help you. I know, and I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want you being hurt for my sake. Oh, believe me. Eve narrows her eyes. I'm not the one who will get hurt in this skirmish. Yeah. Your little friend seems quite confident. That only makes me want to test her all the more. How about this? See if you're just as confident after I've gouged your pretty face in two with my claws. Constant. Okay. Cool. Cool. So that's we did it, guys. That's all that was. That's all that was. Cool. That's all that was. That's all that was. That was. After that little incident in the market square, Neve and I leave Hawthorne behind us. I want to be inconspicuous on my travels, but taking down a large man with a cheetah's head is anything but that. Trying to explore while being bombarded with questions and comments and curious stares wasn't very appealing, so I decided to leave. Neve, being my faithful maid, followed at my heels. Okay, guys, so we're gonna end this one right here. um, yes, so editing. We're probably not gonna edit too much. That's you might edit a pause or so, like a pause or a few pauses. You might edit it out, but we're gonna leave in the blooper where well, if you skip to the end of the video, you won't know what the blooper was. So I'm gonna leave it in. Anyways, if you did make it to the end of the video, please like, subscribe, comment, Patreon, YouTube. Most of this will be on YouTube. All of it will be on Patreon. Um, if you want the full story, the full story will always be on Patreon. That's where I'm going to be uploading any H scenes that show up. I will only be on Patreon specifically, exclusive to Patreon. Any H scenes, Patreon exclusives. So if you want all of the content of the games without, you know, then that's your best bet. I mean, they're still on sale, so you can always ignore me and just buy them if you want. But I don't know, $2.50 versus just $1. I think I'd rather pay $1. That's just me. That's just me. Anyways, outro time. So, all right, we should go back to her voice or her inside voice. So everyone, please like, comment, all the usual nonsense. I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, stay smiling because the world sucks, but you don't have to suck with life. Thank you. Bye.